Hello, all. I'm Tara. I'm a spiritual teacher and coach. I've had my certification since 2010. And let's talk about maintaining or raising your frequency and vibration during tough, chaotic, challenging times. I think that all of us are kind of feeling like we're on a roller coaster, and unfortunately, this roller coaster might be happening for the next few months. So let's get into this. Obviously, you just heard the pup. She's saying hello. Usually one or two of my pups like to be with me when I'm recording videos. And let's first really briefly talk about our spiritual frequency and our vibration. So our frequency is how up and down you kind of are. And the more that you can be at a higher vibration, that you're kind of more connected to yourself, to the universe, you're going to weather times better. And the vibration piece is how fast it's coming. That is the really quick and easy physics terminology. But I know in the community that a lot of times it's, raise your vibration, raise your frequency, and they kind of are interchangeable. They are kind of different, but either way works for you and for this video. All right, let's get into it. One of the best things that you can do to help raise your frequency and your vibration is to turn off the news, to limit doom scrolling, to limit getting involved in what's going on. And I know that is sometimes easier said than done, especially when there's major news breaking, when there's, chaos going on. So if you're going to tune in to see what's going on, do so by looking at it like watching a movie. You're not in it. When you can keep that distance between you and what's going on, and it can be chaotic and awful, but when you can keep that distance, that is helping you keep your vibration up. That said, it will still drain your energy. And in some ways, all of this chaos is meant to do that. Because when you are depleted energetically, it's a lot easier to control, to incite fear, incite violence. But on the flip side, when you are in a better state of mind, when you are feeling in your power, it's harder to control you, to try to have you operate in fear and flight status. So it's really important, even what's in the, background noise. Do you just have the TV on or the radio on or a podcast on that's telling you about everything going on? Even if you do, especially actually if you do, it's going to keep lowering your vibration and your frequency because you're subconsciously getting all this chaos and your body is going to react in that freeze flight mode. So be really conscious of what you are listening to in the background. If you have to have noise on, put on, fun podcasts, put, my dailies on in the background that are super low, but that are just giving you more positive information coming on. I do that all the time. I have a couple of people that I follow, and if I'm kind of knowing that my energy and my frequency is kind of all over and kind of jittery, I'm going to put them on in the background. I'll do a lot of times when I go to sleep too. So I am listening to that positivity versus the worry and the negativity. So that is the first step. That's huge, is to really be conscious of what you are absorbing from the collective. And then one of the things that I've done multiple times over my life, and there's definitely been times that, my life has been flipped upside down, and then it takes me a while to get back to that frequency that I want to be operating at. And certainly November was definitely one of those times that flipped my energy upside down. But one of the things that really helps for me, and I'm a Virgo Capricorn, so this may or may not resonate with you, but I love to know on my scale, where is my frequency? So several times a day, I will just check in, where is my frequency? Frequency from 0 to 10. 10 being at a really good high level for me. And it might be at a different number for you. And you know what? If you're still really in the muck and really feeling everything, it might be negative. That's okay. It's where your base is right now. But if you don't have a base, it's really hard to see if you're increasing, which is why I love doing the scale of just that simple question, where is my frequency right now? And I will tell you that even these last few days, and especially when the energy just feels so tight and like everybody's suspended, they're waiting for something and they don't even know what they're waiting for. My frequency has been like this too. So again, that's one of the ways that when I can just check in and ask where my frequency is, that's like, oh, so I've slipped a little bit. I'm going to listen to someone that's bringing up my frequency. You can also think about it as turning your love light on. When you're consciously saying, yes, I'm going to come at this from a place of turning my love light on. Maybe when you wake up in the morning, you're like, I am turning my love light on. And when you go through the day and you start to kind of feel, you're like, oh, hey, wait a minute, I'm turning my love light on. That's another way to do it, because it's going to help flip the script on what is running through your mind. You're consciously choosing to turn on your love light. Okay, so that's another way to do a good check-in to see where you are. And maybe it's on a dimmer switch for you. So maybe you're just bringing up that dimmer switch so that you've got more love light showing out in the universe. So however you want to do it, it's what works for you. And that's what's really important for me is, yes, I am on here as a teacher, but I'm not the only teacher. And you know what? You are your best teacher. I'm just guiding you on giving you some options, helping you get through something that you're stuck with, but you are your best teacher. And there's other teachers out too that have different ways of saying things so that, maybe something doesn't resonate with you with something I've said, but when somebody else says it, you're like, oh, I get it now. That's really, really a big deal to me, and really important that you do have multiple people that you listen to, that you get guidance from. I will never, ever tell you that you should only be listening to me. No. You need other people's opinions. You need to hear different ways of the same information being presented. All right. And then what are you focusing on? Are you focusing on the worry piece, or are you going to dwell in love? And that is, as something as simple as taking 10 seconds and saying 3 people you love in your life, 3 animals that you love in your life, 3 places you love to visit, 3 nature places you love to visit. It doesn't matter. What matters is you're being conscious of focusing on something you love, somewhere you love. And those more that you can do those little things, again, that's helping you raise your vibration, your frequency, so that as you're weathering stuff, you're only coming down this far instead of already being here and then dropping to, off screen almost. So it's those little things that are going to help you get through these times. And that is an important thing, and it's something that we don't think about as a society because we want the big, easy thing, and it's going to be this giant thing. That can happen too, but it's all those little pieces, like taking time to do 3 things that you love. Dwell on what you love. That is going to help you. And my final one for you is keep it simple. Can you do big, beautiful things? Absolutely. And sometimes it's just about focusing on your breath. One of the things that I have been doing is listening to Pam Gregory. She is an amazing, amazing astrologer. Her knowledge is wow. Like, she goes so deep into astrology, but she also was a yoga instructor. And she did a video just a couple months ago about doing yoga baby breath. And so I will put a link to that video in the description of this video. It is something that definitely has even calmed me down as we are going through these challenging times. So it truly is about finding those small things that work for you. And maybe it's, just taking 10 minutes out of your day and brushing the dog or playing with the dog outside. We're going to keep doing different videos on how to maintain or raise your frequency in different kind of contexts. But those are some really, really basic, easy things that you can do no matter what's going on. All right, you guys. And here's something else super easy, is making sure you give yourself a self hug. There is research that says when you give or receive hugs, you are lowering your cortisol, which is a hormone that produces stress. So the more that you can lower that, the lower your stress is going to be too. And I think everybody during this time, especially even me, can definitely use some extra ways to lower our stress levels. All right. If you liked this video and you're still hanging around, please make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. That really does help me see what you guys are interested in, and it certainly helps the YouTube algorithm. And you are enough, no matter what. You got this. Bye for now.